Today we're going to make a quiche. In a separate video I have explained how to make short crust pastry and a little bit of the science behind it. A quiche is predominantly a pastry tart with a savoury custard in it. So you can flavour quiches with all sorts of ingredients. Today I'm going to use some bacon, I've got some mushrooms and a bit of leftover onion. So I will just chop the bacon finely and the mushrooms and onion and fry those off before I put them in. To make the custard, you need eggs and dairy. So this could be straight milk that you add, or you could add a combination of milk and cream to make it a little bit richer. General rule of thumb, lots of recipes vary and some have quite a lot of liquid content in them, but I find that having 60 ml of liquid per egg allows your quiche to set well. I've got some grated cheddar here. This is just some mild cheddar that I want to use up, but you could use any cheese at all. I've cut my bacon into small pieces. Where the slices have stuck together, I'm just going to pull them apart to fry them off. If you put bacon in a quiche raw, you may end up with the proteins leaching out into the egg and you get a gelatinous type texture. So for 3 eggs I've allowed 180 ml of dairy fluid. Obviously if you're lactose intolerant or have an allergy to dairy, you could use soya milk or almond milk. I'm just going to season the milk slightly and I'm going to crack my eggs one at a time in a separate bowl. This is so that just in case I have an egg that is off or the shell gets in, I'm not spoiling my milk. You can hear the bacon frying in the background. So cracking an egg, you can do it with a knife, pull the shells apart, that egg is okay, so pop that in. Or you can just tap it on the side, nice firm tap, pull the egg apart. Nice firm tap, 2 thumbs in, pull the egg apart. Shell straight in the bin to avoid cross-contamination and risk of salmonella. With a fork, whisk the eggs, milk and cream together to form your savoury custard. So 3 eggs, 180 ml of liquid, 60 ml of that was the cream and 120 was the milk. To roll your pastry, dust the surface. We need to roll the pastry to allow it to cover the base and to go up the sides. With my rolling pin and flour on the surface, we're going to start by making some short rolls. Notice the cracks in here. These will disappear as we roll. Please do not knead your pastry so that it goes smooth. The rolling will smooth it out. Now you need to keep moving the pastry so that it does not stick on the surface. So just keep moving. If any sticks to your pin, with a palette knife, break it off, otherwise you're going to roll it in dents into your pastry. If it's sticking too much to the pin, just sprinkle a little bit of flour to avoid it sticking. So roll, pin down, lift, rotate, roll and repeat until you get the desired size. I'm just checking it for size. I only have an excess of about that much. The depth of my tin is bigger, so I'm going to keep rolling. There, that feels about the right size. So now to line my tin, I'm going to put the rolling pin on the far end of the pastry and lift gently. So I'm rolling the pastry onto the pin. I bring the quiche dish underneath. I lift and then I gently unroll, and this is where you need to be quite careful. And then I lift and I'm using my finger like a hook. I lift and I tuck the pastry in. Just continue around. You can just lift it a bit to help tuck Go all the way around and then press against the sides. I'm not going to blind bake this pastry because it's rested in the fridge. It should not shrink too much. Now, I need to trim the pastry, so I could either take my pin and roll it over, or I can lift and cut away with a knife. Importantly, I've put this on a baking tray. This is for a number of reasons. It's easier to lift and put it into the oven, and also if your custard leaks through the bottom of the quiche tin, then the tray will catch it. Now, I'm going to prick the base of the quiche with a fork. I'm not actually making holes, I'm just pricking it. This allows the steam that's generated in the pastry to escape, and we won't get bubbled, blistered pastry. I've got my bacon that I fried off, and I'm just going to make sure that is distributed evenly. Then I have some fried mushroom and onion. I'm actually only going to put these over 1/2 of the quiche. You could put any vegetables into this. So that's on 1/2, a bit like a pizza, 2 toppings in one. Then my cheese, sprinkle. It depends on you how much cheese and how cheesy you want it. I actually had 200 grams of cheese here. I don't know whether I really need all of it. That's probably about 150 grams there. And my custard. So I'm just going to pour. You need to stop every now and again just to check. Let it find its level so that it's not going to go over the top. So this is a 25 centimetre tin and 3 eggs. And it's stopped quite short. I probably could have got away with maybe a 4 or 5 egg mixture. The oven is set at 200. You need quite a hot oven for pastry. I'm just going to pop that carefully in the oven and check it after half an hour. It's been 30 minutes. I'm just going to check my quiche. Whoa. There, the 3 egg mixture looks fine actually. It's puffed up. So to check if it's ready, you just give it a shake. That looks set to me. If it's still wobbly in the middle, then just pop it back in the oven. Allow that to cool before you remove it from the tin and slice it. Otherwise, the egg won't be fully coagulated and it will fall apart slightly.